नमस्कार दोस्तों, इनसाइड एज सीजन 3 के सभी एपिसोड्स मैं देख चुका हूँ। बात करने के लिए तो बहुत कुछ है, बट आई विल स्टार्ट विद 2 स्पेसिफिक ऑब्जर्वेशंस दैट रियली गॉट माय अटेंशन, जो शायद आप लोगों को भी चौंका देगा। आगे बढ़ने से पहले मैं ये बताना चाहूंगा कि दिस वीडियो माइट कंटेन सम स्पॉयलर्स, सो इफ यू डोंट वांट टू कम अक्रॉस एनी स्पॉयलर्स देन वॉच ऑल द एपिसोड्स फर्स्ट, देन कम बैक टू दिस वीडियो। तो पहला ऑब्जर्वेशन है द क्यूरियस केस ऑफ टेस्ट कैप नंबर्स। इस सीजन में टीम इंडिया के टेस्ट टीम में एक नया प्लेयर डेब्यू करते हैं, इमाद अकबर फ्रॉम कश्मीर, हु इज अ स्पिन बॉलर। Imad's test cap number is 251, which would mean that he is the 251st player to represent India in test matches. अब मजे की बात यहाँ पर यह है कि इमाद के कैप्टन वायु राघवन, जो काफी सालों से क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं, उनका टेस्ट कैप नंबर है 269. एंड देन देयर इज ऑल्सो अनदर एक्सपीरियंस क्रिकेटर इन द टीम, रोहित शानबाग, जिनका टेस्ट कैप नंबर है 280. हाउ इज दिस पॉसिबल? आस्क द राइटर्स. चलो इस मिस्टेक को नजरअंदाज कर देते हैं. Let's ignore it for a while. Maybe the director wanted the audience to associate these players with their real life counterparts. For example, Vayu Raghavan ka test cap number is 269, which is same as that of Virat Kohli. Rohit Shanbhag has test cap number of 280, which is same as Rohit Sharma's. Nishikant has number 276, same as that of Bhuvneshwar Kumar. और ये सिर्फ इंडिया के लिए नहीं, दिस अप्लाइज फॉर द पाकिस्तान टीम एज वेल. पाकिस्तान मेन स्ट्राइक बॉलर हैज द टेस्ट कैप नंबर ऑफ 150, सेम एज दैट ऑफ शोएब अख्तर. और उनका जो विकेट कीपर है, ही मिसेस अ वेरी इजी स्टंपिंग चांस एट वन पॉइंट. गेस व्हाट? इनका टेस्ट कैप नंबर है 172, व्हिच इज सेम एज दैट ऑफ कामरान अकमल. बट वन प्लेयर हु कॉट माय अटेंशन वाज मिस्टर उमाकांत नायर, a bowler who makes his debut for India in the second test match. Now this Umakant guy does spot fixing as per instructions from Bhai Saab. And guess what is his test cap number? It's 253, which is same as that of Srishant. Do you think it's just a coincidence or the makers did it deliberately? Make your guess, let me know in the comment section. The second specific observation was the awful cricket commentary. हिंदी में कहा जाए तो वाहियात कमेंट्री. देखो, I understand that this is fiction, it's a web series, so I don't expect world class Harsha Bhogle level type of commentary. But guys, this is the third season, and the least we can expect as an audience is for the commentary to make some sense. You got Atul Vasan, Maninder Singh, Gautam Bhimani, and yet the commentary lines range from being strange to bizarre to being completely insensitive. On first session of day 3 of the second test match, Pakistan का score है 552 for 7, and the commentator says maybe Pakistan should bat for all 5 days and go for world record. Okay, at this point India is leading the series 1-0. लेकिन कमेंटेटर साहब को लगता है कि पाकिस्तान विल बी हैप्पी विथ इवन अ ड्रॉ रिजल्ट बिकॉज वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड तो बन गया. एंड सेकेंडली, दे हैव लॉस्ट 7 विकेट्स. मतलब आप ये एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि पाकिस्तान के आखिरी 3 विकेट्स 8 सेशंस के ऊपर सर्वाइव करेंगे. हलवा है क्या? नाउ लेटर इन द मैच, one of the tail enders from Indian team plays a very rash shot in a critical situation and gets out. कमेंटेटर का रिएक्शन? अपने लिए नहीं, देश के लिए खेलना था, ये गद्दारी कहीं जाएगी. I think the only thing left for the commentator was to come on the ground and ask each and every Indian player to say Bharat Mata ki Jai to prove that he is not a gaddar. And at one point when India is staring at a big defeat, the crowd starts to leave the stadium. At which point Maninder Singh sir comes up with this gem. कम से कम स्टेडियम छोड़ रहे हैं, तोड़ तो नहीं रहे. And this statement is followed by reference to the unruly crowd behavior in the 1996 World Cup semi-final match between India and Sri Lanka. As if mentioning what happened in Kolkata more than 2 decades ago will justify the comment for an ongoing match that's taking place in Delhi. That was very lame. Now talking about the overall season, it's definitely the weakest of all 3 seasons. I'm not saying it's unwatchable. मांजरेकर की भाषा में कहा जाए तो it's entertaining in bits and pieces. So the main plot here is the 3-way power play battle and the mind games between Zarina, Bhai Saab and Dhawan. और अगर इसी चीज पे फोकस किया रहता ना, तो भी शायद the season would have been much better. But instead we have half a dozen subplots, most of which don't have any substance. So we have a cricketer Rohit Shanbhag who does not want the world to know that he is gay. We have Rohini in detective mode investigating a betting scandal from the past for most of the season. Then we have a petition to legalize betting in this country, 2 stepbrothers who always want to get the better of each other, dirty politics seeping into the team selection process, and almost every character has long flashback sequences. और ये बात मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि why is there always a need to have a dark or a sad past for each and every character? ये रियलिटी सिंगिंग शो का ऑडिशन थोड़ी ना है. एंड द मोस्ट अनकन्विंसिंग बैक स्टोरी इज रिजर्व फॉर मिस्टर धवन. ऐसा लगता है कि द मेकर्स वांटेड द व्यूअर्स टू डेवलप सम एम्पैथी फॉर धवन्स कैरेक्टर बिकॉज ऑफ हिज पास्ट. बट सीरियसली, द वे धवन इज पोर्ट्रेड इन सीजन 1, इट्स इम्पॉसिबल टू रूट फॉर दिस कैरेक्टर. At one point when Zarina calls him an assaulter and a rapist, Dhawan proudly responds that he is also a murderer. So I don't know what the writers were trying to do here, because the things that Dhawan has done, he is beyond redemption. And almost the same thing goes for Bhai Saab's character. There are a lot of flashbacks and emotional sequences trying to convince the viewer that Bhai Saab really loves his daughter Mantra. It's almost laughable because at one point, Mr. Yashwardhan Patil has the audacity to tell Mantra, I may be a bad person but I am not a bad father. Oh Bhai Saab, आप वही पापा दी ग्रेट हो जिन्होंने अपने ही बेटी को जेल भेजा. This guy does not blink an eye before making his own daughter a scapegoat for every crime that he has committed. It certainly does not help that Arvind Vashisht and Prashant Kanuchia are not there for the whole season. See, everything in Inside Edge is so over the top that you feel that subtlety is a word that does not exist in this universe. And so the incorruptible, calm Arvind Vashisht was a necessary antidote to all this madness around him. Even Handa sir, who provided some comic relief in the previous 2 seasons, is there just for one scene in this season. Devendra Mishra's character has also few scenes, but his scenes really stand out and the credit completely goes to the actor Amit Sial. The scene in which he appears on a news channel is also probably one of the best bits of this season. There's also a brief interesting segment in which we see sports channels bidding for the broadcast rights of the test series between India and Pakistan. Now talking of the test series, Vayu takes over the captaincy from Rohit Shanbhag, a regular test captain for Team India. The sudden change in captaincy leads to formation of 2 camps in the team, and the tension building up in these camps eventually explodes in the most comical way that you can imagine. Thanks to political interference, we see Imad Akbar, a spinner making debut for Team India, जिनके बारे में मैं शुरुआत में बात कर चुका हूँ. हमारे लेजेंडरी कचरा सर और इमाद में काफी सिमिलरिटीज है. Both of them are spinners. Both of them are not liked by their team members initially. Both of them score a hat-trick. Both are at the non-strikers end when their team hit the winning runs. The resemblance with Lagan does not end here. Remember the scene where Bhuvan takes an eternity to respond when Captain Russell makes him the big offer? Here in Inside Edge, when the Roy Commission is investigating the match-fixing scandal, Mantra is asked a simple question, and the time she takes to answer it, I thought the judge will say,
अबे जल्दी बोल, कल सुबह पनवेल निकलना है.
The match-fixing or spot-fixing angles that were highlight of the first 2 seasons seem very repetitive here, and there's nothing that you have not seen in the first 2 seasons. In fact, I was very surprised ये देखकर कि Rohini, who is generally shown as a smart lady, comes up with the most bizarre plan to expose the match-fixing racket. And the subplot where Mantra files a petition to legalize betting was actually an interesting one. Now when it comes to the cricket scenes, they have been shot and executed very well. The broadcasting angle that is used consistently adds more credibility to the action. But यहाँ पर issue मुझे ये लगा कि that the makers did not really succeed in creating the thrill or the excitement that generally comes with India-Pakistan matches. I don't know if the makers were trying to make a statement here that India-Pakistan cricket match should be treated like just another cricket match. As for acting, Amir Bashir, Akshay Oberoi, Amit Sial, Saini Gupta and Siddhant Gupta play their parts really well. Tanuj Virani continues to play Vayu competently, but I don't know why does he look agitated and restless sometimes even in normal scenes. As for cricketing action, he does play some decent looking shots, but still looks awkward while playing defense. Richa Chadda has relatively less scenes in this season and she plays her part adequately. Coming to Vivek Oberoi, some of you might like his portrayal of Dhawan, but it just didn't work with me. He's always got this smirk on his face as if to convey that Dhawan is even more menacing than the Joker. और ये धवन क्या अपने आप को सेंटा क्लॉज समझते हैं? किसी भी वक्त कहीं भी एंट्री मार देते हैं, फिर चाहे वो इंडियन क्रिकेट बोर्ड का मीटिंग रूम हो या रॉय कमीशन का हियरिंग हो, ब्रॉडकास्टिंग चैनल का ऑफिस हो, दिस गाय इज एवरीवेयर. और जब भी ये डायलॉग्स बोलते हैं, आई फील एज इफ आई एम वॉचिंग माया फ्रॉम शूट आउट एट लोखंडवाला और समटाइम्स इवन काल फ्रॉम क्रिश 3. Overall guys, if you enjoyed the first 2 seasons, I would say that keep your expectations low, then you just might be able to get through the 10 episodes without complaining. Thank you for watching the video guys. Like करो, share करो, subscribe करो और मुझे comment section में ज़रूर बताइएगा कि आपको ये season 3 कैसे लगा and whether you agree with my views or not. Don't forget to press the bell icon to get notifications of my new uploads. You can also follow me on my social media handles. The link is in the description below.